Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you, host. Could you please stop sharing the screen? Thank you. Okay, so a very good day to all of you. Thank you so much for joining today's leadership series. You have you had two options, right? One option, you can enjoy your weekend with your friends or family members. Option two, you can join in this leadership series so that you guys have some idea how you can improve your leadership skills. So all of you have chosen option number two, that you don't want to waste your time with your friends or family members, but you want to utilize this time to join in this leadership series in order to improve your skills and knowledge about leadership. Thank you so much. And I really happy to see, I can see some of the faces that I know before, and I also can see some new faces. So for those who are new, my name is Faisal Ahmed. I'm one of the trainers. Yeah, and today I'll be the speaker for today's leadership series. So again, all of you, if you are not at work, if you are here only to listen, please switch on your camera so that we can communicate with you and we can make sure that all of you understand what I'm going to talk from today's session. Fine. So first thing first, can all of you hear my voice? Am I audible? Am I loud and bold? If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up, please, so that I can understand that there is no problem between me and you regarding the audio connection. Excellent. Very good. So I believe already you have come to know about the topic. The topic is change management and how, as a leader, we will guide our team by implementing transformation. So today, the topic got two important things. Number one is change management. And number two, how we will lead a team, how we will lead a group of people by following the right leadership skills. Okay, that's the topic for today. So my first question, I have a question. I'll active the chat box only for me and for the host. Yes. So now you can send message. Please send your answer to me. Do not send to our host like ETT host 10. Host 10, you can send your message to me. My question to all of you before I start my PowerPoint slide today, tell me, what are the changes we can see in the business? You think I'll give you 2 minutes before other participants come and join in, and you can give your answer in the chat box. My question is, what are the things changing in the business? I know all of you are from diploma in business or sales management, or diploma in hospitality and tourism management, or postgraduate diploma in business management. So you all are here from business related background. So if I ask you, what are the things that changing for business? Any idea? If you have any idea, you can type in the chat box. And you can send only to me, huh? No need to send to my host, then I cannot read your message. Thank you so much. I'll give you 2 minutes. Okay, very good. Okay. No, today this class is not any module class, not any diploma class, not any postgraduate diploma class. It is a leadership series, okay? So I'll be talking about not academic things, but that the things that is related to our leadership series. So thank you so much. I have received more than 20 messages. technology is changing. So all of you also can take note. I'll be reading some important point from the chat box. So what are the things changing in the business? Technology, business strategy. Also, the change of economy. You are right. Consumers or customers are changing. Yes, good point. I think changes in the business is every time there is a new trend, so new things. Innovation, strategies, fine. Market, finance, going towards automation, AI, artificial intelligence, culture. Wow, very good. Skills, excellent. I'm so happy that you guys have some idea that what are the things are changing in business. So the information that you sent in the chat box, you are absolutely right. Now the question is, when you will be a leader, when you will be the owner of a business, how you will absorb, how you will apply all the changes in your business. We will find out some important things, how we can apply changes in our business. So all of you do switch on your camera, give me a good smile on screen, and let me mark your attendance. Can all of you give a good smile? No need to be unhappy, huh? Today, I'm not going to make your life difficult by giving you academic things. Today, no more academic things. It will be more about the practical things. So I want to see your happy face. Give a good smile on screen. Thank you. Excellent. Page number 4, all of you. Why you need to switch on your camera? Because you all will receive a certificate after completing this session with me. So you must have to make sure your camera is on so that our admin can prepare your certificate and they can send to you within 2 to 4 weeks time. That's the reason I'm reminding you to switch on your camera during, when I'm taking photo for the attendance. Thank you so much. Yeah, I have marked your attendance. Yep. Very good. Now, after I complete my part, I'll be sending you the notes that I'll be using for today's discussion. So let's get started with the first part of our PowerPoint slide. I believe all of you can see my screen, right? Host, please keep an eye. If the screen got stuck, please let me know. Then I need to again change the settings. So the topic is change management, how we can guide our team by implementing transformation. So you can see the second slide. What are the topics? I'll be covering only 5 topics during the next 2 hours of time. Yes, fine. So you can see the first topic, it's all about how we understand the change and the process of change, how to plan and how to implement the changes, and how we can engage and support our staff at the first place. Look at number 4. This is something important for all the people who are working as a supervisor, as a manager, or as a leader in an organization. We will be talking about 5 C's of employee engagement. And what are the things we need to avoid when we are going to lead a group of people at the first place. So first thing that I would like to share with all of you guys, it's all about understanding the change process. Remember, I change, you change, the business is changing, consumer mind is changing, consumer behavior is changing, market is changing, marketing policy is changing, sales approach is changing, economy is changing, everything is changing and changing. So when we understand that business is also all about change, all about changing, that time we have to be very careful about change management as a leader. So look at the first part. Change management is the process that an organization uses to implement changes by building and delivering effective change strategies. All of you can see my screen, right? Can see my screen. Okay, good, excellent, fine. So let me use a highlighted marker so that I can make sure you understand the important part. See, an organization or a business used to implement changes by building and delivering effective change strategies. So how you can implement the change strategies as a leader? Can all of you remember two important words? As a leader, you have to be very firm. Firm meaning to say you have to be very strict to the point, very, very firm. And number two, as a leader, you have to be very sincere. Sincerity must be there from a leader point of view. Mr. Paulo, you understand what I'm trying to mean? If your team members notice that as a leader, you are not that strong, firm, you have lack of firmness, then trust me, your team members always will take the things for granted. It's not that easy to be a leader. You follow? Because nowadays, all the people got different critical mindset and critical behavior when they are at work. Understand this one, huh? So being firm and being sincere will help you to implement the change strategies. So what are the things you need to understand? Look at the highlighted part from the last paragraph, organization structure. When you are using the new technology, when you are planning to reduce the cost, when you are planning to increase the profit in your business, and when you are trying to combine all those components in order to achieve the goal, that is called change management. Understand, all of you guys? It's not just you change, or it's not just you will change your product and services like this. It's a lot of components. Next one, let's proceed and talk about the important part. Okay, good, excellent. I think I need to use another ways of sharing my slide. Can see, all of you can see my slide now? Okay, good. Okay, fine. Now, there are two types of organizational change. Look at this one. Number one is adaptive, or number two is transformational. All of you write down. There are two types of organization changes that every time as a leader you will come across at your workplace. So what is the meaning of adaptive changes? When the change is small, very, very small issue you want to change. And when the change is a chronological order, step by step, you are going to change. When you are going to create a new product or develop a new product, when you are trying to change the process, what you are using for now, or when you are trying to change about the workflow, these are the example of adaptive changes. So how it can be done? As I said, it is very small. I would like to stop sharing my screen and I would like to say hello to everyone. Can all of you wave your hand? Adaptive change. Very small change. Example. I'll give you an example. Jennifer. Hello, Jennifer. Wave your hand if you can hear my voice. So Jennifer, for example, she has a very not that small, medium-sized food and beverage business in her country. Okay? So what she feels like, okay, I need to change some of my products, some of my services. I need to add new food, new drinks item, because I feel like currently the product, the drinks, the food that I have, it's not enough for me to generate more income or to make my customer more happy and satisfied. Understand what I'm trying to mean? Then she needs to apply adaptive change. What she can do, she can add new 5 food items in the menu. She can add 5 drinks item in the menu. She can hire 2 extra waiter or waitress, or she can bring another 2 part-timer waiter or waitress for her outlet. You understand what I'm trying to mean? So that is called adaptive changes for an organization. So when you will be the owner of small and medium-sized business, trust me, every month you have to be the part of these small changes regarding adaptivity. You need not to do any research. You need not to think too much about the small changes. What you need to do, you need to create the right product, right services, and you need to take or hire someone who can do the job that you have at your work. You got my point? You cannot hire wrong people, and then you will find that the change that you are planning to do, it becomes more and more complicated. You understand, all of you guys? Number one, fine, very good. Now, let me bring you into my PowerPoint slide one more time, and let's see what is next. Now, adaptive changes, very simple. Second one, transformational changes. Now, this word is a bit powerful. It's a very powerful, it's very heavy word. So what is the meaning of transformational changes? When we are going to change something bigger, something large, something huge for our business, for our organization, that is called transformational changes. I'll give you a few examples. After the COVID-19 pandemic, right? After the COVID-19 pandemic, we can see a lot of new e-commerce platform. Agree, guys? A lot of new e-commerce platform. Think about Philips, think about Panasonic, think about Sony, think about Samsung. All those well-known brands, before COVID-19 pandemic, they did not focus on e-commerce market. They used to focus on their brick and mortar outlets. Josephine, you follow? They only focus on their, offline, from their outlet business. But now we can see most of them, they also started to focus on e-commerce platform. So being offline to be online, it's all about transformational change. Understand, all of you guys, what does it mean? Now think about another business. Think about Coca-Cola. Think about Unilever. Think about McDonald's. So when this international brand, they come and open their new business in a new country, in a new market, in a new place, it is also a big change, right? Huge change. So this is also an example of transformational changes. So as a leader, when you are going to implement the transformational changes, you need to focus on a lot of things. Number one, you need to go for market research. Number two, you need to study about your product development. Number three, you need to focus on R&D. I believe some of you know the full form of R&D, right? Research and development, because it is something big. Before you change, you must have to follow all those major components for your organization. See? So two types of changes always you need to consider as a leader when you are planning to implement change management in your business or in your organization. Let's move on to the next slide. Now, I already have explained to you the summary of adaptive changes and transformational changes. When the changes are very small and the change is incremental changes and organization adapt to address needs that they need over the time, that is called adaptive changes. On the other hand, transformational changes, it's all about larger in scale, and it's not just small, it's huge. And we need to focus on the major shift in our mission, strategy, structure, and performance. Otherwise, it would be difficult for a leader in order to implement the changes in our organization. Now, let's talk about the step, because it's not that easy to implement the change for a business. We need to follow some strategy. We need to follow some, chronological order, step-by-step order in order to implement a successful changes. So first one, as a leader, we need to consider about the preparation of our organization for change. Preparation, it is called pre-preparation. Richard, you follow? Pre-preparation. You cannot change overnight. Change always take times. Understand this part. Any kind of change, it will take extra work. Any kind of change you want to have, you need to do extra work. You need to spend extra time. You need to spend extra money. Otherwise, you really cannot change anything from your side. You follow? Example, I'll give you a very simple example. If you want to make a habit that early in the morning, every day, you will get up and you will go for morning walk. Tell me, is it easy for you to change? Jonah, Rosalyn, it's not that easy. Trust me, every day early in the morning, you will feel very tired. Agree? You will feel, today is Saturday. Today I'll sleep. From tomorrow, I'll be very serious and I'll change myself in order to go for morning walk. That's how humans always behave when they are planning to change something in their life. So that's the reason what we need to do. We need to prepare our organization before we are going to announce any kind of change at the first place. What kind of things? Look at my highlighted part. First of all, we need to prepare our logistical support. And number two, we need to prepare our organizational culture. Remember, culture is most important for changing. If your organization is not ready with enough manpower, with enough technology, with enough money, with enough support, do you think so you can change? You cannot change. On the other hand, culture. If you notice that you have, for example, you have 1,000 staff in your company, and out of 1,800 of them, they just average staff. They don't want to change. They don't want to be better. They just come, they just do their job in order to get the salary at the end of the month. I'll be stop sharing my screen and I'll give you an example so that you can understand what is the meaning of preparation for any kind of changes. I believe all of you will be agree about my example. Think about the banking sector of your country. No matter from which country you are from, now we are using e-banking, online banking. Agree, guys? Even without go to our bank outlet, we can use our mobile phone and we can complete bank related all activities. But if you think about 20 years back, 25 years back, think about 1995, 1996, 1998. When we went to the bank, we remember the bank officer, they open a very large book. Remember the ledger book, very huge book. Then they will check all the things manually. Hey, what's your account number? 2010152. They will find out manually. What's your name? My name is like Malini Rias. They will find out your name from their record book. You see? And they will check manually how much money you have, how much you want to withdraw. Then they will complete it by taking 10 to 15 to 20 minutes time. But after 25 years, in the year of 2024, it becomes a matter of click, even not matter of click, matter of touch, right? Touch screen. When we touch, we can complete bank transfer. We can transfer money from one account to another account. We can go to nearby ATM and we can withdraw money without wasting that much time. Now, my question is, ladies and gentlemen, do you think so? The whole change, it was easy for the banking sector of your country? Yes or no? Do you think so? It was very easy? No, never. Before the change from manual to e-banking, the bank leaders consider about their logistical readiness. You follow? Logistical readiness means enough manpower, enough technology, computer, laptop, internet, all the things they check at the first place. Number two, they consider about the culture. You know, the culture. Currently, they have like 20,000 staff in all over the country. And they notice that out of 20,000, like 20% staff, their age is above 50 to 55 years old, very slow. They are not good at technology. Am I right? Think about the people who are 50 to 55 years old. They don't have enough knowledge about computer, about internet, about, internet operation. So before the banking sector implement this change, they create the culture for their employees. What was the culture? Everybody must learn computer operation. Everybody must learn internet operation. Everybody must learn computer related basic and advanced level training. And the bank is the one that provide that relevant training for their entire staff in order to create a culture that everybody wants to change, everybody wants to learn about computer operation. Now all of you understand that is called the first part of implementing any change in any kind of business. Example number two, our Kingston International College, where you were studying online. So before COVID-19, we only got face-to-face classes. There was no online diploma. So before our college offer online diploma, the management, the leaders of Kingston International College, they prepare logistically and also creating a culture. What kind of culture? We hire trainers who can train online. We hire teacher, lecturer who can train our students from all over the world by using internet feature like Zoom Classroom. Understand, all of you guys, it's not that easy. They take time, they research, they provide training, they check the logistical readiness, only then they click on apply. That's the first thing we all need to do at the first place when we are going to implement any change in any type of business. Okay, all of you clear my examples about my example? Good. Now let's move on. During the preparation time, you have to act like a leader. Look at my chat box. What you need to do when you are preparing your stuff, your force in order to change something. You have to implement lead. Second one, you as a leader, you have to be very, very disciplined, and you have to be good at creating bonding. So these are the three principles that as a leader, you must have to implement during the preparation of any organization for any change, so that you can focus on helping your staff and you can understand the need. What are the things your staff need to improve? What are the things your staff need to learn? What are the things your team members need to change in order to implement the entire change for your organization? And you as a leader, it is your responsibility in order to create awareness of the various challenges or problems that your staff will face during your organizational changes. Understand, all of you guys, as a leader, you have to disclose to your team members like this way. As a leader, hey, we are going to change our product. We are going to change our marketing policies. And I understand during first 3 months, during first 4 months, we might face a lot of problems. Understand? We can have a lot of challenges in our working time. So mentally get ready, physically get ready in order to face all the challenges that will come along the way of our change management. That is the nature of a real leader. That is the nature of a real organizational leader. All of you understand now what is the meaning of preparation for an organization for effective changes? Very good. Number 2, always remember, before we are implementing any change, we need to create a mission and a vision by implementing proper strategic planning. Remember, in business, planning is very important. I'm talking about strategic planning. Remember, when you plan or when you create any mission or any vision for your business, what you need to do at the first place, you need to follow data. You need to follow info. You need to follow market research. You need to remember your customers' point of view. You got my point, guys? Do not change anything based on your emotion. Never use your emotion in your business when you are planning to change something for your organization. Put your emotion aside. Use logic. Use realistic and strategic planning in order to bring all the things in your organization or in your business. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to plan something for proper change management, you can use SMART, S-M-A-R-T, SMART planning system, or SMART goal settings for your business, like specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So when you follow the smart goal settings, smart mission, or smart vision, you can really plan all the things properly and effectively. All of you understand, guys? Clear? I'll give you an example regarding crafting a vision and plan for change. I have given this example to some of my module or diploma classes. Can all of you switch on your camera? All of you can hear my voice, right? All of you can hear my voice, right? Because I can see sometimes your screen got stuck. Okay, never mind. It's okay. Now, crafting or developing a mission and vision is very important. I believe all of you know the brand called Netflix. How many of you know the brand about Netflix? How many know? Wave your hand. Wave your hand if you know about Netflix. Excellent. You know, Netflix, it started their journey from a small CD and DVD shop. All of you remember CD and DVD, right? When you guys were very young, sometime you went to the DVD shop, right? In order to rent the CD or DVD to watch the movie that you like the most. Remember your childhood days? Sometimes you save money from your school tiffin time, right? You never eat anything, and you use this money in order to rent the DVD to watch your favorite movies. So what they did, Netflix, they have crafted a proper vision, mission, and plan in order to develop their business in all over the world. They realized that, yes, you know, they realized that people got human being got 5 basic needs. I believe all of you know the 5 basic needs of human being, right? Like shelter, food, medicine, education, and what? What is number 5? Tell me. Cloth, right? This cloth. So these are the 5 basic needs for each and every human being. Again, we need shelter. Shelter meaning to say house, so that we can live in a safe place. Number 2, our basic need, food. Without food, without drink, we cannot survive. Number 3, we need cloth, garments in order to cover our body so that we can live in a society. Number 4, we need education that can help us in order to improve our thinking capacity. You follow? Education, the main aim of education will enhance our outlook, will enhance our thinking capacity. It will enhance our ability to understand what is right and what is wrong. You see, number 4. Number 5, treatment, medicine. When we fall in sick, it is our basic right that we will have the best treatment for our, physical well-being. All of you take note. Currently, we have one extra basic need. It is entertainment. So nowadays, no more 5 basic needs. Now we have 6 basic needs. The last one is entertainment, because entertainment is the medicine of our heart. You follow? I think when some of you feel sad, you listen some music. Am I right? Please correct me if I'm wrong. When you feel like lack of motivation, you hear or you enjoy some motivational music that will inspire you to do something better in life. From the last concept of entertainment, Netflix, they design their vision, plan, and they implemented change. No more CD, DVD shop. They upload all the video in their online streaming system, and they started to sell in all over the world. Understand, all of you guys? So every change that we see in the market, it comes from a series of activities that I'm explaining from my today's discussion. All of you understand, guys? So far clear? Understand? I'm taking some time in order to make you understand by giving more and more important explanation. Now let's move on. After crafting a vision and plan for change, what is number three? Number three, you can see that 4 elements of effective plan for changes. Please take note on this. You can, for effective planning, you can follow 4 important components. Number 1, it's all about strategic goals. Strategic goal. What goals does this change help the organization work in order to achieve more? Number 2, don't underestimate the power of KPI. Remember, when you are planning something big in your company, you must have to set certain KPI for your staff. Agree? Because you need to design a workforce who will take the responsibilities for all the new project, for all the new product, for all the new services. And if you never put them, if you never give them KPI, trust me, nobody will work for the changes. Understand, guys? That's the reality. That's how people work today. So when you give them KPI and when you guide them, when you lead them in order to fulfill the KPI, the target to achieve, only then you can plan and you can have proper strategy to design and to achieve something bigger. Number 3, you must have to develop your stakeholders and the team. This is very important. This is the most critical part for any type of change. I'm talking about team and stakeholders. You know who are stakeholders? Your partner, your employees, your customer, all the people who are involved in your business, they are considered as stakeholder. And also, number 4, it's all about you need to find out more and more scope, opportunities. Only then, as a leader, you can design something new for your business, for your organization. Now, I'll talk about number 3, how you can develop your team. This is the major topic for me for tonight. Let me stop sharing my screen. And please wait for 2 minutes. I'll leave the meeting and I'll join again. Why? Because I can't see all of your face because the Zoom got some technical problem. Please wait. I'll be joining in 1 minute. Now I can see all of your face. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, good. Now, guys, wave your hand. Wave your hand so that I can see that all of you are here. Thank you so much. Now, the big question for a leader, when we are projecting or developing our team. Let me be very straight to the point. You know, young people, they don't want to change. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Young people, they really, really do not want to change. The reason is most of them, they feel like they are good enough. Francisco, you follow? Irene, you follow? Young people have a mindset that I'm good enough. I already have a bachelor degree, a master's degree from the top universities of my country. What else I need to learn? What else I need to improve? Tell me. You know, that's how young people feel today. And that's why, as a leader, when you plan something for your team to change, they will give you the problem. Example, Juna, wave your hand. For example, you are working with me, you are my team member, one of my team members. And I have told you every Saturday after your working time, you all have to stay for 2 hours and I'll train you something important regarding our new product, regarding our new service. Do you know what Juna will say? Juna, it's just an example. Sir, you know, this Saturday, I have an important family function. I must need to be there. So I cannot stay after the time that you have told me. You understand, guys, what I'm trying to mean? Joanna, you may be different, but that's how people will feel. Even if your leader says that, never mind, you take 2 hours extra today, and Monday you can start work after 2 hours. Still, people will complain. That's how it is difficult for the leaders in order to implement something for the team. Different people always will have different mindset, different behavior, different attitude, different thinking, different personality. So what I need to do as a leader, what you need to do as a leader, you need to develop a culture. Understand culture. Remember the 2 words, being very firm and being very sincere. Only these 2 things will help you as a leader in order to train them, in order to guide them, in order to make your team to realize what are the things they need to learn, what are the things they need to improve at the first place. All of you clear now what I'm trying to mean? So do take note about the 2 words that I'm going to share in my chat box. Being very firm and being very sincere in order to develop your team according to the needs of your organization. All of you clear? Understand? And you can be a leader, you can be a productive leader when you have the ability to train people. Understand, Mr. Ashikul Islam? If you can train people from the front as a leader, trust me, you can develop a team, you can motivate the young people, you can, create a hype for the crowd. Otherwise, changing is difficult. All of you clear? You understand? Another example before I move to my next PowerPoint slide. How our organization works. How our Kingston International College, how our entire organization works. I believe all of you know Mr. Benson Ma. Not all, most of you, because the new students, you never see Mr. Benson Ma in any classes, right? Mr. Ma is our leader. Mr. Ma is our leader. And I like not I, we like his leadership. For Saturday, please take note, for Saturday, our working time from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. Singapore time. Now, what time is it? It's 5:50 p.m., but we are working. Mr. Aita, our colleague, Mr. Aita, wave your hand so that all of our students can see. He's also our colleague, but still we are working. Most of our team members, they went out for outing, went out with family, but still we are working. Why? Because of our team, because of the culture that our leader has created for us to follow. Understand, there is no complaint, there is no complaining. We are enjoying our job. Even now we're supposed to be off time, but we are working. Why? For money? No, not for money. Because of the leader who has created this culture for us to follow. Understand, all of you guys? That is called leadership. That is called something, change management for the team that can work together in order to welcome change for an organization. I'll bring you to my next slide. Yeah, here we go. Now, understanding the change process, then we do have the plan. We should plan something in details. Remember, for change management, there is no shortcut way. If you use shortcut way, your plan cannot get any outcome. So what we need to do, as I have told you just now by using this picture, that we should have to focus on the details information about the strategic goal, about KPI, about stakeholders and teams, and also about creating more and more scope. Now, the next step is all about implement the change. So I'll make a quick summary. If you forgot, remember, step number 1, prepare your organization. Number 2, design a vision, design a plan for change. Number 3, our plan must have to be details-oriented information. After completing these 3 important stages, then we can implement the change. So whatever that involves changes to your organization, strategy, system, and process, and your employee behaviors or other aspects will depend on the specifics of the initiative. So it will depend on you as a leader, how you apply the changes for your people, for your organization, for your strategy, for your system. Okay, and during this time, during this phase, leader must be focused on empowering their team members in order to take the necessary step in order to achieve the goal of the initiative and celebrate any achievement that will motivate the team members in order to do extra work. Understand, all of you guys? So the key point, while implement the changes, as a leader, you have to work very closely, very close with your team members. Remember, the right manner, the right attitude, the right behavior of a leader, I'm talking about a true leader. What you need to enhance, what you need to develop, you need to keep the door open for your team members 24/7. Joy, understand? Carmen, understand? Malini, Darlie, Dariel, Francisco? It means that as a leader, you have to make sure that your team members always 24 into 7. 24/7, they feel free to make a call. They feel free to ask you the question. They feel free to open their mouth, open or raise their voice if they face any problem regarding their job. If not, do you know what will be happening, my friends? Your team will never share the challenges, the problem that they are facing. As a leader, make sure you destroy all the gap between you and your team members. Empower them, encourage them, tell them, hey, guys, I am your leader. I take all the responsibility on my shoulder. You guys follow my instruction. If you face any problem, my door is open for you. My mobile phone is open for you. My WhatsApp number is open for all of you. Anytime, any problem, any challenge, feel free to ask me. I'm here to help you. I'm here to support you, because our aim is to achieve the success. Our aim is to achieve our mission and vision at the first place. That's how you need to inspire, you need to empower your team members when you implement the changes. Understand, all of you guys? Remember, people like to say no instead of saying yes. Francisco, if I ask you, hey, Francisco, do you know how to conduct a big conference as a speaker? Can you be the speaker of a sales conference? My friend Francisco will say, sir, actually, I don't know. Francis will say will share with me, sir, I never do it before in my life. So sorry, I don't think so I can be a speaker for a big sales conference. It's not the problem of Francisco. It is a problem for 99.99% people. You got my point? Then the leadership comes up. Hey, Francisco, why you cannot do it? Your English is okay. You have masters. You have 10 years of experience. You are managing a team with 20 members. Come, I'll train you how you can be a speaker of a sales conference. You see? You follow me, I'll do first, you follow me, later on you try, I'll give my feedback. Then Francisco will inspire, will empower. Okay, sir. Then he will say yes. But the first answer was what? First answer was no. Understand, guys? That's the thing. It's universal truth for all of you, that people don't want to say yes when there is something new for them to practice, something new for them to learn, something new for them to apply in their professional life or in their personal life. Now let's move on and talk about the changes within company culture and practices. Now, this is actually very important for organizational changes related to business. Why? Because of the workflow, culture, and strategy formulation. Please take note, most of the time, your employees always will like to use the old way. Why? Because they already know that old way. Flora, you understand, Jacqueline? People like to use their own way. People like to do the things by following shortcut way. But when there is a changes, if people try to use shortcut, what they will be doing? They will be making mistake. Sometimes it can be a major mistake. Sometimes it can be a suicidal activities, can be very, very, very difficult for all the people to recover from them. Understand? So any change you are planning to implement, you notice that Some of the employee, they will use their old way. They will try to implement whatever they already good at in their life or in their professional life. So what you need to do that time, you need to stop them. You need to tell them, guys, as a follower, what is your responsibilities? You must have to follow instruction. As a team member, what is your responsibility? Follow the team and the team leader. There will be no old way that you are planning to implement. It will not work at all. You need to educate them by being very firm and by being very, very sincere. Now let's talk about the last step of the understanding the change process. After implementing the change, what we need to do, we need to review the progress and we need to see and analyze the result. We need to compare the result, the outcome, whatever we have achieved after implementing the changes in our organization. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, it's true. In business, we cannot be 100% sure about our decision. Jennifer, am I right? James, am I right to say like that? As a business leader, you cannot say the change, the decision that I made, it is 100% perfect for my business. No, it cannot be like that. You need to review all the progress and you need to see the result. If you notice the result is okay, if you notice that the result is better than last time after implementing the changes, then continue with the new process. Continue with the new system. If you notice that there is no outcome, there is no consequences, there is no improvement, there is no development, then you have to restructure the entire change process. Otherwise, it will never ever will consider as a successful change management. That is called project post-mortem. If I highlight all of my explanation in one word, it is called project post-mortem. After implementing, you will analyze, you will compare and contrast each and every small things from top to bottom to see how everything is going on. So this will be the end part about implementing the change process. Let me stop sharing my screen and let me say hello to everyone. Can all of you wave your hand? I need one participant who can raise digital hand, and I'll let you unmute, and you need to make the summary about the change management that I already have explained to you. As a leader, how you can implement change in your business. Just summary. Who will be the speaker? Raise your digital hand. Come on. Come. You guys have 239 people. So who wants to make the summary about the change management? Can you raise your digital hand? There will be no right, there will be no wrong answer. I just want to see how you explain in front of 239 people. Okay, very good, excellent. Alivai Osman, please unmute your microphone. Hello, Assalamu alaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Continue, please.
As for me as a leader, for all for us as a leader, it's hard to move as for something. It's difficult to understand other people's right.
Correct.
But for me as a leader, I need to focus on what they believe or what they wants to share with their mind, and focus on what it comes on the future to be right on the spot,
Yes.
right?
Yes,
And
you are
then
absolutely right.
as a for a follower or just for the in case of buy something going to mall, you need to buy something for yourself. But you cannot buy as a you are not like, having a money for yourself to buy. So you have to learn how to get it. So as far as for me, it's hard because I'm working in Saudi. Yeah. So it's very
Okay.
hard to work hard in school online. It's difficult, right? But for me as a leader, I need to focus on what people think behind of those projects or what I can take it, give it to them.
Yeah, you are absolutely right, Osman. You are absolutely right. That is called the change. You know, she is working in Saudi Arabia. Am I right? You have, yeah, you have a lot of things for you to cover, but at the end of the day, you have commitment. You need to complete that. That is also change management. You know, you manage your things and you also focus your personal life, professional life, and all those simple things. Okay, I got it. Thank you so much. Jennifer, you need to switch on your camera. I will go for second part. Is all of you can raise your digital hand. Those who want to speak, I'll give you the opportunity. Yeah, please, the microphone is yours. Bautista, am I right to pronounce your name?
Hi,
Yeah,
Bautista.
yeah, go on.
Hi,
As a
good
leader,
afternoon.
what are the policy you will follow for change or change management? Go on.
This is my own opinion.
Yeah,
It's unusual. For me as a leader, maybe you just treat your employer as a friend or your coworker as same as level as you are, and just
okay.
treat them good, and then they will treat you good even if you're not facing with them. They will follow rules. I think so. Treat them good, and they will treat you good.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So you are, I think you are a nice person. That's why you are trying to implement, it is called democratic leadership. You will you will address each and everyone equally, and your philosophy, team for the people, by the people, and of the people. Okay, you want to be very friendly. Yeah, it will work. Never mind, it will work. But for change, don't forget to implement firmness and sincerity. Adonis, hello.
Hi, sir. Hi, sir. Good afternoon.
Yeah, very good afternoon. Go on. As a leader, what are the things you will follow for effective change management? Go on, please.
As a leader, I will share based on my own experience because I am handling around 100 people in the company as of now.
Okay, okay.
Uh, Changing management is very tough for us as a leader. Especially, we need to analyze the level of our workers.
Yep,
So, as a leader, we need the two things you see, as what you said here last minute ago. You need to be
yep,
firm. You need to be sincerity in making decision.
yep,
As a leader, as what you see, the three principles of as a leader, as I apply now, this leading in the front, uh,
discipline.
discipline, and bonding. I apply this for the last few months, and I noticed it is very effective. You know why?
Yep.
Uh, for me as a leader, I work my team shoulder to shoulder.
Mhm.
I lead. I must lead on my team on the front
Yep,
because there are many people or employers or workers that they want to go their, as what you said, their old ways
yep,
of doing the task, right? But
yep,
as a leader, we need to be firm. We need to stand that this is the right way for us, and we need to explain it strategically with factual evidence that for the progress of the company and for the progress of of our own self, for our personal development, we need to follow the right way
yep.
of dealing, leading the people.
Thank you so much. Thank
And
you, Adonis.
you know,
Very good.
I have one more. I have one
Yep.
more. You know this. the smart system I learned from this institution. The smart is say make it specific, measurable. This is also very effective for me as a leader. I try
Okay.
to make a format system that I can
Mhm.
apply this in my job.
Okay.
But recently, it's still on working because some people it's very hard to adapt for this
Mm.
system because they are less in their education. Also, their education is like a low education. So I think I will make another approach. Like, okay, okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Sir. Thank you.
Last one, please continue.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
So
yeah, go on, please.
as of now, the very effective for me, the very effective way or approach to change the management is to is let the people see us that we are sincere and
Yeah.
we are firm in our decision making. Thank you, sir.
Thank you
That's
so
all.
much. Thank you. Thank you, Adonis. We will talk again, huh? Thank you. Okay, I will take another one participant before I share my next slide. Murati, if you can hear me, please unmute your microphone. As a leader, how you will implement the change for your team? Go on, please.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Hello. A very good evening to you
Hello.
too.
Yes. I will answer if I ask a leader how to manage the communication and solve the problem and discuss about discipline, teamwork, and we can put communication about the worker feedback.
Yep.
That's all.
Okay, very good. Though your connection was a bit unstable, but we understand this one. Okay, guys, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate the way you are trying to participate. I think one last participant I can take, Mr. Renato. You look like so, keen to share something. Please unmute your microphone. And as a leader, what are the policy you will implement in order to change for your business or organization?
Okay, so good afternoon.
Good
Do you hear me?
afternoon. Yes, we can hear you loud and bold.
Okay, thank you very much. For the management change, I think it should be based on the policy by the company. It
Yep.
should be always based on the policy. So we need communication. We have to communicate to all the members of the organization by doing some trainings, orientation, and other things that communication like posters or signages. So these are part of the policy of the
Yep.
company. So if we need uh, management change, so we have to follow all these procedures.
Okay. So your point
Thank
of
you.
view, yeah, you are welcome. Your summary is you will focus on open communication in order to realize the entire team members what they need to follow. Excellent. Very good. Now let's move on and continue with the last topic for today's discussion. It's all about engaging and supporting employees. This is something that all the team leaders, those who are working as a leader, as a supervisor, as a manager, or those who are planning to be a manager, to be a leader in your future life, you must have to understand few important things that I'm going to share with all of you now. Remember, the commitment is not there. When you are going to work with a lot of people, those who raise their hand, I'm sorry, I'll talk with you maybe another day because we do not have enough time, okay? You can lower your digital hand. Now, it means that when you are trying to work with other people, trust me, you will find that a lot of people today, even in your team as a team members, you will find that they have lack of commitment about the professional life. Agree? If you ask them to do some extra work, they will complain. If you ask them If you delegate something new to that particular team members, they will complain. They will not feel good about it. Why? Because the engagement is not there. I'll share a research data with all of you guys today. You can see from the Global Workplace Report from 2022, only 21% employees feels engaged at work. Actually, this research based on United States of America, the multinational companies. You got my point? Only out of 121 of the employees, they have commitment, they have motivation, they have result, they have transparency, they have ethics at their workplace. And rest of the people, those who are working, there is no engagement at all. So this is something that we need to understand. This is something we need to come out with a solution. Am I right? As a team leader, if you notice that only 21% people are here working in your team, then rest of the people doing what? Making your life difficult. Agree? Making your team work more and more complicated. Remember, in team, we need to stop using I. We need to use the term we. That is called the team spirit. That is called engagement. I'm working here in this organization for last 7 years. So always when I think about my job, I never think about me. I never think about me. I always think about we. We meaning to say the team. If I never do my job properly, then my team members need to suffer. Understand, all of you guys? So as a leader, how you can develop, employee engagement that will help you to change by implementing the topic transformation. Number one, ladies and gentlemen, as a leader, remember, you have to take care of the professional life of your team members. Please pay attention. Remember, not everybody will work for money. Not everybody work for money. Money can come from different sources. Agree? Even the farmers in your country, they are making money. And it is a good profession for them. It is a very, very respected or respectful profession in all over the world. But why people will work under you, under your leadership? Why team members will feel engaged with your leadership? For money? Kathy? Jennifer? No, not at all. The key point is career. What does it mean? As a leader, you must have to be good at how you will train your people at the first place, so that your team members every day, they will learn something new from you. Your team members, those who are working in your team, they will feel that if I work under this leader, within 2 years, I can learn a lot of thousands of new things, new skills, new policy that will help me to build my career to the next level. Understand, guys? You follow? So if you can focus on providing training, motivating, train them something new, guide them whatever they need to improve, as a leader, when you call them, come to me and tell me what is your problem. I'm here to help you. I'm here to improve you. I want you to be better. You got my point, all of you? And the leader, as a leader, when you are good at, developing your team members' skills, abilities, knowledge, productivity, they will have self-actualization feelings from their side. They will feel that this job is not for my job. This is something always helping me to learn something new and to be better, to be stronger, to be more and more effective. Now, what are the things you can focus on the career part under the 5 C's of employee engagement? What kind of training you can provide? Okay, you can write down from my screen. Communication, EQ, problem solving. You know, young people are keen to improve those soft skills from someone who is being expert. Communication skills, you know, EQ enhancement, how you can train your people to be stronger in terms of managing their emotion, in terms of managing their angry mindset during the critical situation of their professional life or their personal life, and problem solving skills. So focus on all those things. You will find that the team members who will be working under your leadership, they will be very, very productive. They will be very engaged. They will respect you at the first place. That's something important. Yes, correct, confident. Yeah, fine. Next one. Under the 7 C's, we have number 2. You know, engagement comes from a positive environment. Engagement comes from appreciation. Engagement comes from when you acknowledge hard work of your team members. I'll stop sharing my screen, and I need to share something very, very practical and very, very, you know, real things. I'll give you 2 scenarios, okay? 2 scenarios. If possible, can switch on your camera, all of you. And host, please take picture for attendance. Now I can see 244 of our participants are there, so that you can prepare their certificate within 2 to 4 weeks time, and you can send to them accordingly. Yeah, all of you, please switch on your camera, and if possible, give a good smile on screen. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. And please wait, there will be a very, you know, real life example that I want to share with you just now. Okay, very good. We have marked your attendance. Now, can I know how many of you are working currently? Raise your digital hand. How many of you have full-time job? Raise your digital hand, please. I want to see the digital hand. The people having full-time job. Okay, I'm so happy that that a good number of students, they have full-time job beside studying with us. Okay, very good. Now, you have to be very honest. You have to be very honest. You can lower your digital hand. Thank you so much for your immediate response. I'll keep your response very private and confidential. I'll never share with anyone. How many of you currently, are currently not happy with your immediate leader? Type yes in the chat box. How many of you are not happy with your leader, with your boss, with your supervisor, with your manager, with your immediate, you know, the top management? Just type 1 in the chat box. No need to type yes or no. Type 1 if you feel like that. If you feel like that my leader can be different, my leader can be more and more productive than the way my leader is managing me. Okay, good. I got some response in the chat box. Thank you so much for being honest with me. Is okay. And if I tell you the reason why some of you have told me that you are not happy with your leader, reason number one, your leader does not want to give you the credit of your hard work. Agree? Agree, guys? That's the reason. You did a fantastic job in your part, but at the end of the day, you notice that all the credit has taken by your manager, by your supervisor, and you have nothing. Understand, guys? That's the problem in all over the world, in all over the workplaces, no matter from which country you are from, no matter in which company you are working. And that's the reason why you do not want to work closely with your immediate supervisor or manager. So what is the solution, my friend? When you will be a leader, do not take credit away from your team members. Understand, all of you guys? When your team members doing great, you have to put your hands together. You have to put your hands together. Like Arjun, Mr. Arjun, a big round of applause for you. Why? Because this month you become the best performer in terms of our sales activities. We congratulate you and we really feel proud of you. This small word, congrats or congratulation, will inspire Arjun in order to work more and more and more to be better. Understand, all of you guys? But if you always take away the credit from your team members, they will never be engaged with you. That's the truth. That's the reality. That's why we can see only 21% engagement at workplace. You got my point, guys? Solution is you. As a leader, you have to have a very friendly, and you put your ego aside to appreciate the hard work of your team members. If you can do it, you notice that your team members respect you from the deepest core of their heart. Understand, guys? You follow? You follow? And don't believe the things. I believe now you can see an emojis that I put on my picture, right? Love react. If your team members give you that love react, don't believe them. It's just a matter of sending an emojis, that's all. Our aim should be, as a leader, not to get love, but to get respect from the team members. Understand the difference between love and respect. Understand, when there is respect between you and your team members, you will get 100% engagement from that particular team members. You follow? You follow, guys, what I mean? He or she will never do anything that will be the reason for you to feel down. Understand? The engaged team members always will think, I will never do anything that my manager will feel bad, or my manager will feel like down in front of other people, in front of other team members, in front of our senior management. That is called real and true respect from the team members. How it can be done? Very simple. You as a leader, I as a leader, we as leader, we must have to know how to give the credit to other people. But not everyone can do it at the first place. That's the problem. That's the gap. That's the reason why there is no engagement at our workplace. All of you understand, guys? So please make sure that give credit when you really realize that someone is doing the things accordingly. Remember, a little things, the little things always make other people happy, excited, motivated, dedicated, right? Do it. Next one, connect. Now, the question is, as a leader, how you can connect. I'm talking about out of 5 C's, C's number 3, connect. When you expect that your employees to engage with the work and the team, what you need to do? You have to design something in order to connect with them. And that's the time we need to implement our bonding part. As a leader, bonding will help you to connect. Now the question is, as a leader, what is the best way of connecting with your people? Any idea from anyone? Number 3, connecting. Now all of you lower your digital hand again. Let's talk, because today's topic is more about sharing, not only for me to talk from my point of view. I also want to hear from you guys. Now, the bonding part, I can see Jason is there with raised hand. Yes, Mr. Jason, unmute your microphone. How you will connect with your team members? What are the secrets that will help you to connect with them accordingly? Try.
For me, sir.
You forgot to say good evening to all, right?
Yeah, sorry. Good
Continue,
evening,
please.
everyone. It's still afternoon here in Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
By the way, regarding the topic, it's all about connections or how to connect to your subordinates. For me, you need to learn how to value their autonomy. If autonomy means like allowing your employee or your subordinates, your inferiors to engage to everything they are belonging to. That's it, sir.
Okay, so from your point of view, in order to connect with your team members as a leader, you always you always welcome the outcome or opinions of your team members, right? Yeah, that's good point. Autonomy. I understand what you try to mean. I make it simple for all the other people. You are 100% right. People will engage with you when you listen to them. You follow? If you overlook, if you brush them away, for example, now you are trying to talk with me. If I brush you aside, trust me, in my next class, you will never put your hands up. Agree? Agree, guys? Please correct me if I'm wrong. You will feel that, this man doesn't want to listen. So why should I need to be connect with him? Why should I need to listen to him? Very good point. Now, I would like to invite another participant. Yeah, please. Go on, please.
Good
Hello.
evening, everyone. In my point of view, as a leader, to connect to your subordinates, you have to recognize their effort and give them a small reward, like giving them coupons or something like that. Then bring them to team leader dinner, like that, sir.
Yep, you are absolutely right. Very good. So you can connect with them how? When they will do the best thing, good things, you will appreciate it. And if possible, from your side, you will offer a small gift, small incentives that will connect.
Yes.
Okay, very good. I welcome your opinion. I appreciate the things that you feel in positive way. Jennifer, microphone is yours. Please go on. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Yeah, go
Yes,
on.
as a leader, of course, we need to offer communication with them. Let's take time to give them a time to do some open forum in the week. We can set 2 hours or 1 hour to talk to them. and also to maintain the open door communication, so you can ask their concern, their proper feedback, and other approach to make it openly, to make it open with the demonstration and communication to others also.
Okay, very good. I appreciate your answer. Your point of view that open communication will help you in order to connect with your team members at the first place. Okay, very good. I understand. Marianne, microphone is yours. What is your point of view regarding connecting with your team members?
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good evening. For me, I will open the feedback,
Okay.
giving of feedback, asking them how the management going on, or any suggestion to improve or to remove from the team, from those rules like that. If they cannot follow, then how to make it easier to follow like that.
Okay, very
Feedback.
good. Your summary is, in order to connect with your team members as a leader, when you notice something wrong, you will give feedback. And to take note, I like your option. That's the way how you can connect with other people at your workplace. But when you give feedback, follow this policy that I'm going to share. For example, Marianne, your colleague is Marvin, Mr. Marvin is there, okay? Your colleague is Marvin, and you notice something wrong about Mr. Marvin at workplace. What you need to do, how you can give feedback, not in front of other people. You call him, Marvin, come to my office. You sit together, you offer him a cup of tea, cup of coffee, let him sit down a bit relaxed. Then you give your feedback. That's the best way. Remember, that time when you give that feedback to Marvin, Marvin will never take it personally. He will respect you. He will connect with you. Why? Because you respect his privacy. Because everybody got personality. Agree, guys? Every one of us having some self-respect. And if someone trying to touch our, the self-respect part, then we started to hate that people. Agree? We don't want to like that people anymore. Very good, Marianne. Good point. Mr. Marvin, microphone is yours. You go on how you can connect. Then I will share my point of view, how it can be done. Yes, go on, please.
Thanks, sir. Yeah, by the way, good evening to everyone. Yeah, so on my point of view as a leader, yeah, I think I should have to put my feet into their shoes for me to understand what approach, especially on their weakness or strength. So in terms of their weakness, I should know how to convert that weaknesses into their strength. And in terms of their strength, I know also the approach, how can I maintain it by maybe giving them like incentivize, something like that, and other forms of how they can.
You have taken my words from my mouth. That's my answer, that in order to connect with the team members, remember, bonding comes from helping others. If you talk about strong bonding, it comes from helping others. Okay, I'll give you the opportunity. Those who hand is there, no problem. Please wait. Let me add something with Marvin. People will connect with you when you help him or help her during his or her difficult time. Understand? Challenging time. Example, I have 100% satisfaction about this job. Why? Because I connect with my top management. There is no gap between me and my top management. Why? When I got problem, when I got the challenges in my life, in my time, I got huge support from my team leaders. Understand, all of you guys? I think I have shared it with some of you last time. Those who are new, let me repeat it just within 1 minute. Last month, out of sudden, I have one baby boy. Okay, baby boy. He's only he will become 2 years old that 13th of November. So last month, out of sudden, he got sick. Diarrhea, food poisoning, and it becomes very serious out of sudden. I was at my work, then I messaged to my team leader asking for advice. I told my team leader that out of sudden, my baby boy becomes so sick. So I need to bring him to hospital, but I have a class after 1 hour. What I can do? All of you, please understand how leaders are connecting with the followers. Do you know what was the response from my leader? Faisal, do not waste your time. Bring your boy to hospital now. I will see rest of the things. You got my point? You need not to be worried about your class and office. You bring him to hospital now. I have 100% connection with my team leaders. Why? Because my team leader helps me, support me when I had a major problem in my life. I have respect. I have 100% respect for my team leader. Understand, all of you guys? It's not that easy, but simple things always will help you in order to connect with your team members. If you know and if you use your empathy and understanding with your team members. Okay? Very good. Thank you so much. Thank you for your things. I got one participant just now with hijab. Could you please raise your hand again? Yeah, I would like to talk with you. Just now I saw your hand, but you could not unmute your microphone. Now, yes, your point only for, do not take too long. Just give us 2 points, how you will connect, please.
As a leader, you need to help every employee to reach their goals. And as a leader, you need to hold the people accountable to their goal to create an environment that encourage them to foster this type of growth and encourage also them to set the ambitious and goals at work and their personal lives. And because when you take a genuine interest in your employees and give an impact to their lives beyond the office, you will be building a lasting relationships called loyalty.
Yes, loyalty. When there is a loyalty, yes, they will come and connect with you. Thank you so much for your important impact, Reyes. You can mute your microphone. I have one participant, 579608. Is it your name? Why I can't see your name? You put 579608. Okay, never mind. The last participant will be Rinatu. Could you please unmute your microphone?
Yes, again.
Yeah,
Good
just
evening.
2 points, please.
Actually, I just wanted to ask. I have a question.
Okay.
We understand about the about how we can handle the employees, but sometimes it is very difficult to handle situation.
Okay.
I just want to know on how we can handle in a proper way when there are some employee having hard-headed and cannot easily understand what is in your mind. So how can we handle those persons? There are lots of persons like that in an organization.
Yep, you have a good question. I will answer your question after completing my part. But before that, I'll make a quick summary. If you have 100 staff at your workplace, yes, 20 of them you will feel it is difficult for you to manage. It is difficult for you to understand. What is the treatment for them? You can sit 1-to-1 meeting. All of you understand, not in front of other. You call them, you spend some time for them by sitting 1-to-1, you and your team members. You follow? And when you sit, you need to pick up some background information about that difficult stuff, family background, maybe this particular person got toxic relationship in his personal life. Understand, my friends? Not happy with husband, not happy with wife, and at the workplace cannot concentrate, giving you a lot of extra things to do. Pick up their background knowledge, background information. How? Some of them will never share. You have to use your charismatic leadership. You follow? Hey, Mr. John, I understand you have some problem in your professional life and also in your personal life. I'm here to help you. This is only between you and me. Feel free to share me. I have the solution for you. You follow? I have the solution. Maybe I cannot solve 100%, but I can give you some heads up, some ideas that can help you to survive. You follow? Then they will be sharing. You give your input, professional reaction that will help you to understand that difficult employees at the first place. But 1-to-1. Okay, Mr. Ranat, you got my point? Out of 20, we are not God, that we will make 20 of them according to our needs. Maybe out of 20 difficult, 5 of them will change. 15 of them, even God cannot change them, let alone me, let alone you. Thank you so much. You understand? The last participant, she is very keen to say something. Yeah, Miss, unmute your microphone. Aranas, the last name. Could you please unmute your microphone? You need to click on unmute. There is an option to unmute. Unmute your mic.
Okay.
Okay, now we can hear you.
Good afternoon, sir. As a leader, I will treat my member equally.
Yep.
And I become a good listener for any suggestion of my member.
Yes.
And
very good.
I open-minded and think creativity to share my ability and knowledge for them.
Yep. Excellent. Thank you so much. Wow. She speaks very slow, very clear, and very, like some different noise, some different sounds. Thank you, Aranas. Very good point. We can take away from her. That's how we can enhance employee engagement. And I also must say, a lot of you send me messages in the chat box. I really appreciate the things. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. I can see a lot of messages from the chat box. Now let me continue with the very last part of today's session. So connect to remember when there is a problem, when you know the weaknesses of your team members, you work with that particular team members, how he or she can improve his or her weaknesses at the first place. When you can help him or her, he or she will connect with you. That connection will help you to develop 100% employee engagement. There are a lot of leaders who cannot connect. That leaders cannot connect with the people at the first place. Then they cannot be productive. They cannot be the important part of the team members. Now let's talk about another C, convey. People want to know that their hard work always come in front of the team. You follow, guys? Convey. So another way you can motivate your employees to engage is by explaining how they impact your team members' success at the first place. You can do how by following few methods. Number one, you can set a clear goals for your team members. Clear goal must be there. Funny things, 37% in the team, I'm talking about the team communication. 37% communication between the team leaders and the followers, 37% misunderstanding, communication gap. All of you understand, guys? when you as a leader give instruction to your team members, 37% time, you notice that your team members did not understand your instruction clearly. There is a gap. So what you need to do, you need to make sure that you give a clear instruction for your team members. How? There is a way, there is a system. When you give instruction, make yourself clear. Follow two ways of giving instruction: your verbal instruction and your written instruction. All of you understand, guys? When you speak, people cannot remember each and everything. That's the fact. If you make a phone call to me, yes, I will understand, but not 100%. I will not understand few of your words. I will not understand few of your concern. But when you write down, it will help me to understand you better. Explain how you can plan and how you convey or how you consider their performance at the first place. We need to maintain a continuous communication about our team members in order to minimize the confusion. You know, some people have a very, I would say, very like weak thinking. They feel like when they will open their mouth, everybody will understand them. It's not like that. I'm your trainer, you know, I know when I talk, not all of you will understand my 100% of instruction. Cannot. You know, there is a lot of factors. Am I right, Mr. Francisco? Communication, internet problem, you know, the language barrier, the culture, right? Everything we must have to consider. So what is the solution? We must have to continuously communicate. We need to take time in order to pull hard data that will represent our employees' success. You follow? You have to create a dashboard. You have to create, or you can do it manually. You know, you can put a whiteboard at your workplace and you can write down the name of the best performer, the motivated, you know, dedicated. Then it will help you to make them more and more engaged at your workplace. And also the last thing that you can use, you can provide actionable suggestion for improvement, not the suggestion just for the sake of giving. It must be like some action must be there, some result must be there, some change must be there. I would like to give you an example about this one. As a leader, how you can do this one. I remember the last one of our participants, she said that in order to connect, she will apply like giving feedback culture. Remember all of you, feedback? But when you give feedback, the feedback, it has to be very, very constructive. If you notice that one of your sales executives or sales staff, sales has dropped by 20%, so what would be your feedback? Two kinds of feedback. Motivate him. Make sure after your motivation, he or she has the right mindset in order to come back to the standard. Understand, Marvin, what I'm trying to mean? Without motivating, your feedback will not create any difference, to be very honest with you. So after motivating, give them technical support. What he or she can do in order to again increase his or her sales at the first place. Understand all of you guys? So these are the number 4 about the employee engagement. The last one, we must have to be very, very trustworthy with our employees. That is called credibility. For many people, working for an ethical company is a top priority. Remember, some of you have told me, I will address all of my team members equally. Remember the word equally, that is very important. If you have 10 team members under your leadership, you have to look at 10 of them with the same level of your empathy. Understand? Same level of your positivity. Same level of your, the level of your passionate, Out of 10, if you do not address 2 of them equally like other 8 team members, there will be a problem. They will feel that your work ethics is not up to the mark. All of you understand, guys? But when you address all of them equally without making any discrimination, you are, I would say that you are becoming one of the best leaders in the world. All of you understand? When there is a problem in their professional life, what do you need to do? You have to be very, very honest, very, very transparent in order to solve the problem as a leader. And obviously, at workplace, some of your team members will feel stress. All of you, please understand this one, For me, there is no word called stress. Do you know what is stress? If you do not do your part properly, at the end of the day, you will feel stress. You can feel pressure. There is a difference between working under pressure and working with stress. Working under pressure is a good sign, meaning to say you have a lot of things to do and you have enough time to complete a lot of things at your workplace. On the other hand, what is stress? You have a lot of things to do, but you have very less time, You do not have enough time to complete those tasks. That is called stress. So as a leader, how you can educate your team members, train your team members how to work without stress, you need to train them about time management. You got my point? Time management. Let them understand what is the most priority at their workplace. Let them focus on the priority task. If they can complete the priority task accordingly, they will never feel stress at work. They will enjoy their work. They will feel that my work is okay. I can balance. If got poor time management, there will be no engagement, They will play with their phone. They will secretly talk with their boyfriend, girlfriend, They will watch the video instead of working properly. Understand, all of you guys? So we must have to follow this one. Now, remember, employee experience, right? So we got to be very, very careful. If you have experienced employee at your workplace, utilize their experience. You follow? You can be a team leader, but you notice that in your team got 1 or 2 team members, they have more experience than you. Understand, guys, what I'm trying to mean? Then what you need to implement? You need to implement the character, being humble. Humble and work with them closely to implement all of their experience together for the betterment of your team. Right? And we need to focus on employee engagement. That was the topic for, last few topics that I already have done. And the last one, look at this part, employee satisfaction. Right? Your team members are happy or unhappy. It will depend on you, how you as a leader lead them from the front. You understand, all of you guys? Understand? And don't forget the power of employee engagement. That's what we need to follow. That's what we need to do at the first place. I understand today a lot of you have a lot of things to share with me, but only 2 hours discussion part. You can take a screenshot of this part. Here is my email ID. Later on, if you want to share something, you can feel free to drop me an email about your ideas, about your thought, about leadership, about change management, about transformation, part of a leader. I'll read, I'll appreciate, I'll give my feedback as well. Remember, E must be small, dot foysal1@gmail.com. Now, that would be the end of today's discussion. Please wait, I'll be sharing the notes that I have used for today's discussion. Can all of you go to the chat box? You can download the PDF from the chat box. You can download it, you can save it, and later on when you will be a leader, when you will get promotion at your work, when you are going to manage people, how you can implement change, how you can implement transformation part, you can take some note from the notes that we have shared for today. Now the QA part, question and answering part. If you have any concern about the topic that we have, you can ask me in the chat box. I'll be answering your question one by one. But before I say goodbye to all of you, I'll be sharing another last topic for tonight. Remember, as a leader, leading people is not that easy. Sometimes you will have some team members, they will take the things for granted. Do you know what is the meaning of taking things for granted? I'll be sharing one examples that happened today at our workplace. You know, one of our new team members, very new team members, okay, very new, very new. It's not that like 1 month, less than 1 month. So today, early in the morning, I'm not going to say he, she, or name. I'll say that my team member, Adonis, you know, what my team members did, messaging to the team leader, sir, today I will be under unpaid leave because I have some family urgency. Look at the way that new team member writes the message to the team leader. My team lead, I mean the team member decided by himself or herself that he or she will be under unpaid leave today without approval. Understand, all of you guys? What does it mean? It means that our new staff trying to take the advantages of our empathy part, sympathy part. And today is the 3rd time our new team members requesting for that kind of unnecessary leave within 1 month. First time, we understand, approved. Second time, we only consider. Third time, that's the time to show firmness. Am I right? If I never be firm with that particular stuff, this new stuff will use our sympathy, our empathy every single week, once in a week, twice in a month. That cannot be accepted in our organization. Am I right? If we allow other people, you know, there will be other people will try to take the things for granted more and more and more. That is why, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Okay, I have one things, sharing the notes. Yes, you guys can go to the chat box, click on the link and download. So the last statement, leading people from the front, being very firm. When you notice that someone is taking the things for granted, be very, very strict. Never allow anyone to destroy the culture of your workplace. Understand, remember, your leadership is all about taking care of your company's policy, company's culture at the first place. Remember my example with Renato, always there will be difficult people, handle them by being very, very firm. If you can do this one, yes, you can be a successful leader at your workplace. All the very best for your academic journey with us. I hope to see you again with another leadership series. And this Monday, I will be the speaker. So if you have free time on Monday night, please join in. I'll be talking about networking. The topic that I have decided to talk about networking for our professional life, for our personal life. So I'll see you all on Monday. If you have time, join in. Till then, all of you stay fine and stay safe. Have a great weekend. Have good rest, all of you. Thank you so much. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.